Hey, you found the Eclectic Storm Studios in another edition of the Eclectic Storm Radio Show. I am Dee, and my co-host here is Loki.
Hello, hello.
And we've got a great show. I'm pretty excited tonight.
Yeah, I am excited. Why are you excited, Dee? Because I know you're going to tell them.
I'm excited because we have 6 brand new people to the show.
Yeah, and our microphone's working right.
Well, we had the fans blowing on, and it just didn't mix well with the music and the talk and everything else.
So now we're going to get into it so you can have a great show with great music, and we're going to start it off with Gary Pagett, The Legend of Holy Mole.
The West, dressed in black and white that carries anything but blessed. For the moment his holy disguise left behind a trail of lies, the legend born that never dies. His name is Holy Mole. Sat down on the card game, Molly's never gonna lose. Sometime in the early hours amongst the money and the blues. 45, beautiful house left behind, an empty glass, no more alive. The name is Holy Mole. Stagecoach robbed in New Mexico, the Wilco kid just drove too slow, killed the sheriff in Can Diablo. Robbed the bank at Dodge City, never paid for Miss Kitty. Shop free man, it wasn't pretty, never will be caught. Held up the federal train on the Pacific Railroad. Molly had his dynamite, set the train track to explode. Among smoke and death toll, Molly took his winning goal. Skates and blackjack and off he rode. The name is Holy Mole. Stagecoach robbed in New Mexico, the Wilco kid just drove too slow, killed the sheriff in Can Diablo. Robbed the bank at Dodge City, never paid for Miss Kitty. Shop free man, it wasn't pretty, never will be caught. My mom, Molly boy, the most wanted in the West. Kept alive a tally of everyone he laid to rest. Always first to the drawer and lived his life above the law. The name is Holy Mole.
I say her name and she turns around and smiles, but it ain't the same, cause the smiles don't reach your eyes. And I'm the one to blame for pulling us apart. I make the holes, she sews the patches on her heart. I see her getting set to make the break. She needs to leave me, find her own space. She's got this strange look in her eyes, relief and pity, heartache and desire. So what about one last time for the road? One last touch before I go. She said, if I'm gonna break your heart, it's better I should break it in bed. And I know what's coming up next. Some sweet, full of sorrow, sympathy, sex. It's funny how when something is coming to the close, you realize how good it was and it's hard to let go. And all your senses go into overload. Oh darling, why could it not be like this before? Part of her still loves you, and you're holding on to that. She's giving you her body, but her soul's detached. She's pulling out the stops, so you remember her this way. Man, this will twist you up when she finds love again. So what about one last time for the road? One last touch before I go. She said, if I'm gonna break your heart, it's better I should break it in bed. And I know what's coming up next. Some sweet, full of sorrow, sympathy sex. Sympathy sex. Yeah, sympathy sex. So much sorrow and so intense. Sweet, deep, and full of regret. And I ain't too proud to beg. Darling, please don't go just yet. Give me some sympathy sex. And I know what's coming up next.
Malcolm MacWatt with Sympathy Sex and Gary Pagett before that with The Legend of Holy Mole. Two very different songs from each other. That's
From two new people to the show.
From two new people to the show, and we appreciate you both. So thank you for sending in your music. D, man with the news and the 60-second reviews. What do you got for me?
Man, I'm telling you, you know that we've had doctors and dentists and everybody closing their doors for a while, or you have to jump through hoops to see them, and now they're kind of opening up. And guess what problem the dentists are having?
Tell me, because I know you're going to anyway.
I will. Yeah, they're having a big oral.
They're having a horrible.
They're having an oral hygiene issue.
Horrible. All right, go ahead.
Based upon masks, wearing masks. What people are doing, and people are wearing them so that, we don't want to spread the coronavirus, but it's causing all kinds of dental disasters. And they've got inflammation. They got about 50% of the people are being impacted, though, by something they're calling mask mouth. Kind of a takeoff from meth mouth, but different things. The problems they're having gum disease. Obviously, that can lead to strokes and all sorts of other issues. But the bad breath that's coming out of there is horrible because people tend, when you put something like that over your face, people tend to breathe through their mouths.
Well, yeah, and then all that bacteria and everything is staying on your mask and it's sitting on your teeth. And
well, you're sucking it back in because you're
sucking
breathing
it back into
in.
your mouth.
So you're not helping yourself. So at the very least, if you got to wear a mask, breathe through your nose as much as possible, and try not to breathe all that stuff on there. I know it's really bad. You know what I don't get? Dentists aside, so it's supposed to be a sneeze guard. So if you sneeze in there, and what? Then you got to live with that the rest of the day?
Apparently.
Yick.
Yeah, that's what you get.
Way
to go, Corona.
I carry an extra just in case something stupid like that happens. And I'm glad I don't have to wear mine like the whole time I'm there, like some people do. That would be tough.
That would be terrible.
Yeah, but anyway, so there's a dentist problem, so be aware of that, folks.
All right, so make sure that you go to your dentist and make sure that you don't have mask mouth.
And make sure you breathe through your nose, gosh darn it.
All right, we got some Tough on Fridays coming up, but we got Little Warrior before that with Turnaround.
didn't say a word, or the fact that I was never heard. And maybe we would have died in the end, but this feels like burying my best friend. When you left town, did you turn around, or did you stomp me out? Like I'm on the ground. When you left town, did you turn around? Did you turn around? Won't you turn around?
When I was low and I felt weak, couldn't hold my own, let alone carry. I hated these walls, had to break these bounds. Wasn't leaving you when I left this town. I still hear your voice in every single sound. You're the stone in my crown, a hidden gem from. You gave me wings when I was down, when it was time to fly. You wouldn't be found. When I turn around, you couldn't be found. Too much time spent fleeing the ground.
When you left town, did you turn around? Did you turn around? Won't you turn around? Won't you turn around? Around? Won't you turn around? Around? While I'm still around, won't you turn around? While I'm still around.
New song from a returning artist. Last Chance to Lose Your Keys by Tough on Fridays, and Little Warrior before that with Turnaround. Awesome music, guys. Keep sending it in. We'll keep playing it. D.
Well, I think you know that already that I'm going to be on a theme. This is like the coronavirus news theme. There's
Like,
all
we
sorts of
don't
stuff.
hear about it enough.
Yeah, but you don't hear these kind of stories. Because this is one of those, like,
I don't want to hear any kind of stories.
yeah, but this is, imagine your kid. You're trying to talk to your kid. You're going, Mommy, not right now. I'm on an important call. Because she's playing with one of those new toys from Fisher-Price, my home office set.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh, yeah, there's a whole bunch of toys for kids because they want to be just like their parents, right? Their parents are home working, so are the kids. It's kind of like you got your own little mini-me there.
Great.
So this one, it's nice, I guess. A nice price. It's $25.
Okay, yeah.
You get a
what does it
phone
come?
and you get a phone and a headset. You get a coffee cup to go.
Oh my God.
You get a little plastic laptop that comes with it and some stick-on apps so that it's like you're doing something, you know. So there's like bar graphs and charts, and there's a kitty. You always got to have a kitty, right? So like I guess maybe she's having lunch and she's surfing the internet or sneaking in there. I don't know. So the parents are saying, this is really great. It's so cute.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, little so-and-so is doing this, and she wears the headset to bed, and she's always on these important phone calls. Yeah,
You know what's funny, folks? You can't go pick it up because you can't go to the stores right now.
Yeah, you can. You just have to wear your mask.
Don't get your kids too excited.
You gotta wear your mask, and when you're carrying this thing, it's probably a little bit heavy, so don't breathe through your mouth.
Get mask mouth.
They also have something called baby biceps. So your kid could be at home, and in between important phone calls, they could be pumping iron or plastic. And of course, they're gonna have.
It's a good thing that we don't do video anymore because I don't think people would like to see me smack my head off the wall. That's crazy.
All right, well then I won't tell you about the cook sets.
No, go ahead, because you introduced it, so now people are going to sit there listening to this, wondering, what do you mean about the cook set? Go ahead and tell them.
It's called The Cutest Chef, and you can guess what it's about. So our next artist is a returning artist, and this is a song that returns. This is one of the songs we played a number of times on the show before, and I just kind of
wanted to play it again.
I wanted to play it again.
So this is Merry-Go-Round by Princip. By the way, Shay Watson, who is the talented artist and one of the members of Princip, sent in this song, and we're still waiting on more. So, Shay Watson, we love you, man. Send in more music. We want to hear more from you. But this is Princip with Merry-Go-Round, and then we'll get into some Cryptic Kairos.
Point when I
were just some little kids having fun in California, playing in the streets until the lights cut on it. Not a care in the world for that moment. I had my little brother, mother, but my father was a goner. I barely see my mother cause she's always working late, trying to make it through it while the bills are stacking up. One day I seen her cry, I couldn't take it this time, I wonder why my dad had left us behind. The next thing you know, I started slaying some dope, and here I'm thinking I could help from all the pain in the soul. I joined the gang from the city and I steal out, jumping in the back with the pack, then we peeled out. But yeah, that's my life on the felony lane, the memory grave, defending from the diss in my name. I got caught by an undercover cop with a loaded bullet Glock, hit the trigger then he shot.
I never look at the world how I used to. I see it through a point of view that I was missing. Now every day's different. I feel like the weight on my shoulders is lifted, and now that I lost the second chance that I was given, so that I feel what I was missing.
It's been a minute since we last spoke. I wonder if you got the letter that I last wrote. You got me feeling a little insane, leaving us feeling the pain, leaving flowers on your grave, choosing the felony lane. Yeah, I had my mother now kicking me out, cause I was spilling when I finally figured it out. But all I wanted was to give her the crown, and now I'm sitting in the cell without a chance to bail out. So now tell me what's the reason got them killing you? I'm really missing you. You got me right here thinking that I'm you. We'll live forever, but I'm sinking too. You had us crying with Cyrus and silent right there in the living room, and I've been looking for a sign through the way you left us, but was it really your time too? I realized that all the crime that I was trying to do internally was my attempt just to find you.
I never look at the world how I used to. I see it through a point of view that I was missing. Now every day's different. I feel like the weight on my shoulders is lifted, and now that I lost the second chance that I was given, so that I feel what I was missing. I just wanna dance, throw my hands up. I don't wanna cry, just wanna spread love. You can bring me down when I'm feeling up. I never look at the world how I used to. I see it through a point of view that I was missing. Now every day's different. I feel like the weight on my shoulders is lifted, and now that I lost the second chance that I was given, so that I feel what I was missing. I finally found what I was missing. So that I found what I was missing.
Cryptic, Kairos with Missin'. Awesome song. Princip before that with Merry-Go-Round. And I'm going to out myself.
Go ahead.
I'm going to out myself.
I
'cause
called it to his attention, and he checked.
I said, Shay Watson, send more music into us, and D informed me he already did. So we did get that, Shay. Look forward to hearing more music from you. Now, D, I was going to go to you and say, give me more Corona, but that's probably not the... That's probably not the statement I want to use in this time.
And I'm gonna jump back again on that Cryptic Kairos song. You know, it's I've heard different people who mix different genres together, hip hop, and they try to put rock or pop in with it. But that song really has it going on, and the bridge that they go in the middle,
Yeah,
and the
that was
chord
cool.
progression, a little jazzy there for a second, and then coming back on and bang right back into the chorus. That was an awesome song.
Yeah, that's the kind of song where people go, well, I don't like hip hop, but this guy. So
Well, that would be me.
Yeah. So great job, Cryptic. Awesome job. Send us more music. D, go into your Corona news.
Well,
And
this
then,
is a
and then hand me one because I'm not gonna need to get drunk after this show. Apparently,
this is an older. It was a couple weeks ago, but it's still with everything else that's going on. You know, right this week we've got the Democratic National Convention, but their national committee got in trouble a few weeks before. I don't know if you saw this, but they got in trouble because they shared a tweet. And this was a tweet when Trump said, and he was talking about that children are almost immune, or suggesting that. And he's saying that because basically the kids really haven't
they made
gotten
such
this
a big
virus.
deal out of that.
They did, and he wasn't saying they're immune. He's saying that it just seems like
It's affecting adults more than children. That's
it's
all
what's
he was
happening.
saying.
Yeah. So so when the Democratic National Committee retweeted that, they got suspended
From Twitter?
from Twitter. And it did suspend the president for a little bit, I believe, on that. He got in trouble. Or his son got suspended.
Yeah,
for
his son.
12
I
hours or
remember
something.
that happening. I didn't
Yeah.
think the president did.
Yeah.
You censor the president, you're probably gonna hear some shit.
Well, and I think this whole thing is kind of crazy. I mean, I know that in 2016 there was a lot of stuff and fake news and Russian and all this crap that came out of there. And now I think they're overboard with the algorithms because it's targeting so much. In fact, I made a comment and it actually picked up. Now I didn't go viral or anything, but I got a lot more hits on it than I thought on what I said. And Loki looked over my shoulder. He says, "Oh man, you're gonna get banned." And I thought, "Oh no, I almost got 8,000 people on Twitter. Don't do that."
He got scared for a minute.
I did.
All right. Well, we're gonna get into more music with Kim White Band, "Comfort Me," and we'll be back to talk to you.
Can you hear the songs from yesterday, the ones that rang of truth? Can you see the beauty you once held, recall the dreams you had in youth? Can you feel the breeze blow through your hair? Do you smile with your eyes? If you can laugh out loud till tears run down, you're still a child deep inside. When puddles were your playgrounds and clouds could tell the story, when you searched for shooting stars at night before you started on this journey. Keep one foot planted way back then, when you were carefree and still bold. Keep the child close and don't let go, and you'll never feel too old. Pillow fights and blanket forts, hopscotch was a big-time sport. Spaghetti was a finger food, and crayons could tell all your moods. Your birthday cake was still a thrill. You wished on candles and you knew if you blew them out with eyes shut tight, your dreams would all come true. If you remember Aesop's fables and lessons learned from fairy tales, making castles in the sand all day with your shovel and your beach pail, then you're really not that far away from the kid that you were yesterday. Sing yourself just one more lullaby while gazing at the sky.
All right. Awesome music coming at you from the Eclectic Storm Radio tonight with Celantra, Sandcastle, Grownup, and Kim White Band before that with Comfort Me. D. Corona.
It's time for more Corona news. God. So, and this is like, what's going to happen?
People are sitting out there right now going, the music's awesome. This fucking news about Corona, I don't know what's going on.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because you know what?
This is stuff you don't hear, though. They talk about the deaths and stuff. I'm not going to talk about that crap.
That's true. Okay, I'll give you that.
Okay.
But, I mean...
So I want to talk about entertainment. Like movies. So we live, I got to tell you, we live...
What movies?
Well, we live in a small town, and they were playing old movies. Like, I went to see Back to the Future.
Yeah. Jurassic Park.
Well,
Ghostbusters.
Yeah, Ghostbusters. Kind of cool stuff from the 80s. So I went to see some of those, and then that closed down. Now, the one town over, that one's still going, because I'm going to go see American Graffiti in a couple weeks, and you've gone to the outdoor a couple times.
My wife and daughter and I have gone, the outdoor theater's still going on, so we go to that one.
So, but what's happened? What are the big guys doing? Because they made movies, they put all this money into it, they got to do something with it. So, what are they doing? Well, you probably already know.
Releasing Bill and Ted at the Drive-In next week.
That's crazy. That's crazy. But they are releasing stuff to... the streaming, the big one that went on was Trolls World Tour.
What they're doing, and I actually did a little bit of research on this. What they're doing is, when the movie comes out, so instead of going to the theater, you pay the fee to rent it. So you get a 1 or 2 time watch on it or whatever, and then eventually it'll go away and it'll come to where you can buy it. Okay, so when you rent
Video
it,
on demand.
So when these videos first come out, I mean, my daughter was so excited for Trolls World Tour.
Puppy.
When it came out and it was supposed to go to theaters, but then the whole Corona thing happened, so they just started streaming it everywhere, and you could rent it. You couldn't buy it, and to rent it, we went on there the day it came out, and to rent it, same thing with Scooby-Doo. To rent it was $24.99. $25.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, when you think about it, that's what you're going to spend going to the theater.
If you take a family, yeah.
Taking a family to the theater, so that's what you're going to spend. So that's their, I guess, average go-to price for it.
They made a crap load of money off of that. $100 million in 3 weeks.
Oh, I bet they did at $25 a pop.
Oh, it was 20, I think, for that. You mentioned Scooby-Doo was 25. I was going back to the Trolls World Tour. The Disney Channel, Disney Plus, is going to have that live action Mulan that they have. That's going to be $30. $30. It's almost getting up to like when WrestleMania first came out. It was $50-$60 to get the pay-per-view, you know. So that's what they're really going for here. So you're going to see a lot more of this. Hopefully it doesn't close down the theaters. I like the idea of going to the theater and getting a box of overpriced popcorn and, you know, getting a Dr. Pepper or something and sitting down and watching a movie.
Yeah.
You know, there's something to be said about that. And outdoors, I haven't been outdoor for years, and there's not that many of them around. We're lucky we got one close. But that's kind of its own thing, too. It's kind of nice to sit there and, you know, if you got good speakers in your car especially.
You know, with Mulan, because I was looking it up, because I remember you saying about how you're going to have to pay an extra fee on top of the Disney Plus.
It is.
Fee.
They're saying it's $30. Are
yeah,
you getting
$30 on top of the $6.99 or whatever you pay a month. So you're paying almost $40 for a movie to watch a movie, and it's not even one of the most popular Disney ones. Which is funny to me. I thought to do a $30 movie like that, I thought you would bring it out on something like Aladdin. Aladdin was huge. They knew it was going to be huge.
Yeah.
You know, Mulan is one of those Disney flicks where I'm a parent. I watch these things with my kids. It's one of those where you either like it or you don't like it. There's no really in the middle. So I would have done it with Aladdin.
Well, they
But
did it with it. Oh, you mean a live action?
To pay the $30.
Mm-hmm.
The live action for Aladdin was free.
Oh, well.
You know, you didn't have to pay an extra fee. So
Times change.
I would have done it on a bigger movie, but whatever, Disney, you got enough money anyway. All right, so let's get into the next song, Misty Shape, High and Low. We'll be back.
High and low, somewhere in the middle, fate shakes me hard, and I want to relax a little. How could I live without you? How could I live without you? I just got
Misty, Shape with High and Low. Awesome song, Misty. Keep sending in your music. Thank you to all the artists that have supported us and sent in their music for play. If you want to send in your music to us, send it over to essubmit20xx@gmail.com. It'll be in the link in the descriptions wherever you find the show. And it's also up on your screen if you're watching the video version. D, one more story, man, before we get out of here.
One more quick story. I just got to tell you about this one, and it's not a coronavirus thing.
All right, so we're ending it on a good... Well, I don't know if it's a good note because I don't know the story, so I won't say that.
So this woman, I'm going to give her name here because that's in the story, Gwendolyn Braswell. They're accusing her of this. They haven't caught her yet, but they got her on camera. And they say she went into a Home Depot and actually staged what she wanted to do. And what I'm talking about is she took like a leaf blower and a dehumidifier and put them in different places. And then she took her car, went out to her car, and backed it into the place, right through the door, scatters all the customers, and in all the craziness, she got the stuff and left.
Wow.
That is one enterprising thief.
Wow.
Planned it out and everything.
Well, obviously she ain't a good one.
Well, no, because they got her driver's, not her license plate numbers.
Duh.
Forgot to take those off.
Yeah, I would have covered those up.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh well.
Well, hell of a way to end the show there, D. Thanks again to all the artists out there for sending in their music. Like I said, send us in more and we'll keep playing them. We're going to get out of here with Reduce Right, Withstand, and we will be back next week, except D's like hammer. What?
Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the bell. Make sure you share this with all your friends.
Okay, now that he's got that out of his system, Reduce Right will Withstand, and we'll be back next week.
I will not be victim of these games. Your manipulation is driving me insane. Force your will on me, control that dominates. But I will break the wall you build, I will dominate. Crush the pressure on me, will bend to your control. My mind will not be broken as I withstand your assault. Psychopathic tendencies will not win this. I overcome, I punch through your shit! Games! 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 I won't take your games! 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 I won't play your poison takes its toll. But this mind is stronger than you will ever know. I will not feel worthless, hatred will not rule me. Each time you undermine, more strength runs through me. Pull at my sanity, you push at my rage. Realize now this life force will never be caged.